ASMR.
We're live, baby.
Okay, let me swallow this nerd. Hi guys, it's Allie.
And Jamie.
And this is Shoot and Tell. Loaded up in our pajamas. And I'm on point. Look at this. I showed up with the colors ready. Jamie is very religious.
Oh, we're going to That's so threatening.
She is a Christian woman, guys. When Jamie and I first met, I don't know if I knew you were as religious as you were. We did that wedding together with Olivia, and Olivia has been our Christian, and I think they told me like, oh yeah, Jamie is religious. I don't know if because I say fuck and like I say cuss words, and so I think I was like, oh, maybe I should not say fuck because she is like religious. Like I don't want to offend her. Like I don't know. So I don't know if they told me or not, or maybe we just talked about it and got into it. I don't really remember how it was brought up, even in like our friendship. Like I don't even remember. Oh no, it's because
I remember
I asked you about relationships.
I remember you asking me about alcohol. You're like, do you drink because you're Christian? And I was like, yeah, I do, but I actually just hate drinking. I don't like the taste of it at all.
It just tastes like shit.
Yeah, and
it's not good.
Maybe on a good day, like a vodka soda. Sorry, not a day, like a night, a good night.
Soda?
A vodka soda. A vodka soda with lime. That's what I get.
I'm like a lemon drop shot.
Oh, I really love lemon drops.
I love a lemon drop shot, and I only like to drink if I'm at the casino, and I'll get like a shot, and because I like to gamble. Like I love to play blackjack.
Oh, I love that. I do too, but like once a year.
Oh,
during Christmas,
I could go every month.
I could too, but I don't want to because that's a really dark hole for me. I know I would be so addicted.
But
I only go once a year.
But no, I don't know. Yeah, I guess maybe I don't know how like it got brought up that you were religious, but I'm not like a very religious person. I am now since our friendship has started, but like prior I was like not religious whatsoever.
I did every activity you could think of. Mission trips, Bible studies, youth groups, you name it, I did it. I was in everything. And so I actually just didn't really believe in him. I like knew he was a thing, but like it's just because my parents believe him, so I guess I'll believe him. But I had zero relationship with God, and honestly zero intentions of pursuing it because I just wanted to go to Mexico on a mission trip. And why not go to Mexico and just say, yeah, I'm going because of God? That sounds horrible, but yeah, that was like me, my little pea brain. But I was in a really, really rough time, and so I believe that God can use the hard times to find us. And so I realized I'm like, wow, I'm living in a very secular world, and I'm saying like I'm a Christian, but really I'm not. I'm really not, and I'm actually not pursuing this relationship with God at all. And so I'm like, wow, like this is so meaningless. This is so meaningless, and I think it can be really humbling when you realize you're actually not in full control of your life, and there's got to be something higher power than you, and that's God, and that's Jesus Christ. And so, I think it was just really interesting where I was like, oh my gosh. And so I think a big question I always asked was like, oh, if God is real and God is so good, why is there so much evil and suffering in the world? And to that, I actually really don't know. But I do know God designed us to have free will. And with free will, if he didn't design us with free will, we would all be robots. We would not know how to love, and we would just be robots. And God is not oh my gosh, why can I not think? A dictator. God is not a dictator. And so he's not going to program us all to be with no free will and just praise him. He's not going to do that because he wants a genuine love for him. And so when creating free will, he wants us to all have relationships, and he wants us to have relationships with him. And he wants us to have genuine love with each other and genuine love with him. And so with that free will, you get people that don't care about him and reject him. But he wants that genuine connection with us. And so that's why God gave us free will. And so, but when we reject God entirely, that's when I say like the evil, the suffering, that's when it happens. Sin is here because evil and suffering exists. And it's when we reject God. And even though I hear about these Christians where, yeah, like these horrible, horrible stories happen where you're like, holy cow, like, God, if you were so good, you wouldn't have had their mom died in that car accident or that plane crash. And I'm like, I really don't know. I can't debate that because I actually really don't know. But again, what I do know is God doesn't cause that. It's the sin and the suffering in the world where I'm like, God didn't create sin and suffering. I am a baby Christian. And so there's nothing about me where I'm like going to preach to the point where I'm like just preaching to preach to sound good. At the end of the day, I'm like, I actually am such a baby Christian, but am still building that relationship with God to a point where I'm like, I don't really know the answers to a lot of things, but what I do know is he's real, and I do know that for a fact.
100%. And I just like, well, and me and Jamie were talking about this because we were like, oh, how deep should we get on here? But I have a lot of trauma in my life with like just my family in general. And like my brother committed suicide and my grandma passed away. And like it was really in a quick span. Like my grandma passed away on my brother's 21st birthday. And 3 months later, my brother killed himself 2 days after me and my mom's birthday. And so I had always gone to church, like literally my entire life. I'd gone to church every single Sunday. My grandma was best friends with the pastor, and like she did all the music. I was, you know, helping my grandma, doing all the things all the time. And then, you know, they just die. And I was like, oh, I'm really mad at God. Like, I'm really mad at God. Why did God do that to me? Because it's like, obviously God can't control us and control the things we do. And he can't control who gets cancer or who's depressed and who doesn't want to be here.
Yeah.
But like in my heart at that moment, I was like, God really like
You were
messed me up.
You were mad at God because he killed.
Yes, like in my head, like that's what I believed. I was like, wow. And so I was like, just so for the longest time, I was like, I don't believe in a higher spirit because like I can't believe that my grandma, who's the sweetest woman, like this woman's never even smoked a cigarette in her life. Like she's never done anything, gets cancer and then just dies a week later. Wow. Like I couldn't even understand. Yeah. I was like, why is this happening to my family? Like, and we'd already like just in our lives in general, like we've always had a hard time, but like I was like, why are you picking a family that's already had so much struggle and then giving them more? Like, why would you do that to us? And so I, for the longest time, like struggled so badly. And then when me and Jamie became friends, we started talking about God pretty often, but she always knew my standpoint. I was always like, I'm not very religious. Like, I know that there's a higher spirit. I believe in spirituality, but I'm not like, oh, I like God, because I'm still mad at him. And we just talked and talked and talked about it. And I was like, you know what? Why am I being a hater? Like, I cannot pray to God when it's convenient for me. And we kind of laughed about it because I was like, that is like really unfair.
Best way to describe it is like having a relationship with a friend. And obviously you're going to feel distant when you're not talking to your friend every single day, and when you're not calling them or hanging out with them every single day, catching up with them every single day. And it's kind of like that with God, where it's like when you're not consistently pursuing the relationship with him.
Yeah. And for like the longest time I was struggling, and I told Jamie, I was like, I don't know if it's like, because I kept telling her, I was like, I feel like I'm getting signs from God. Like, I feel like I'm getting these signs from God because things are just not working out how they should. And I was like, I don't know if I should just take this as like a sign from God that he is trying to like come back into my life and like I need to be accepting or whatnot. But I was like, just really confused. And I was like, maybe I should go to church with you guys. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know what to do. And I started listening to the Bible, and when I get ready in the mornings, I just like put my little audio Bible book on. Like, I don't got time to read, guys. I listen to it.
I think it's really good.
You know what I mean? So I am taking like, I am practicing. I'm trying to practice, and I'm not preaching because I'm not going to sit and tell you guys that I'm like a Christian, or I'm a good Christian for that matter. Yeah. Like, but I am accepting God into my life. And I think that is like, you don't have to label yourself like, oh, I'm a Christian, like, oh, I go to church or this and that. Like, just accepting God into your life is special on its own, I guess.
Yeah.
In its own way. Like, I would never classify myself and say, oh, I'm a Christian, because I just don't think, I wouldn't label myself in any category. I just am like, oh, I believe in God. And like, when times are hard, I pray to God, and I pray that, you know, he'll keep me safe and keep my family safe and whatnot. But like, I'm not going to say that, oh, I am specifically a Christian, because I don't know. Like, I don't, you know, I have like religious trauma because of it. Like, I literally was like not liking God at all. And so I guess I didn't realize how many people in the world have this feeling. But people, it's like, I was telling Jamie this, it's taboo to talk about God. You're cringy if you talk about God. You're like
see, and Satan tries everything to make Christianity look so cringy. So cringy. And he's going to make the world look so perfect, so amazing, which it's not. You should not fall for that. He wants to make God look so unattractive to the point where he's going to make you feel like an idiot for thinking about it. He wants to make you feel stupid, and which makes you feel like, ew, that's cringy. That's so cringy. He's literally a loser.
Well, and it's like, it's just our day and age is so weird because like, dude, loving your wife is cringy.
Yeah.
Loving your husband is cringy. It's like, what the hell?
And I think there's like, the Bible is the rule books of loving your wife and your husband is what is right. That's like that's good. Yeah.
Well, and I just like, I don't know, it was a weird kind of like Jamie said, it was like almost like not, I don't know, I guess it was kind of a spiritual awakening for me, but it was just weird to be like, okay, I need to start being a better like mother. I need to start being a better business owner. I need to practice, you know, better morals because like, again, like I cannot want God when it's convenient for me. Like that is not fair. Like,
right.
That's not how that works. And when I was pregnant, it was really hard. Like I had a really hard time and it was a struggle. We struggled and I prayed all the time. I was like, please God, let me have a girl. Please, please, please. Like I, no hate to little boys. Like JB has a little boy and I love him, but I wanted a girl. Like I just knew that having a girl would heal something in me because like of everything that's happened. Like I knew I needed a girl. And so I would pray to God all the time and be like, please, please. And I got a girl. And then I didn't pray to God again. And I was like, that's not fair. Like to God.
No. It's one of those things that's like really weird.
It is. No, for sure. But it's crazy because if me and Jamie would have not met, like, I don't think I would have like ever accepted like God back into my life because I don't have, none of my friends are religious. I don't have a single friend that is religious really, like that I can even think of. And so it's like, Jamie's my only friend that I have that is religious. And so I don't think if I would have not had her in my life, like I wouldn't be accepting God into my life and wanting to even have a relationship with God. And also I think that like helped our friendship a lot too, because it was like, we are seeing each other on a different level. Yeah. And I never judged you because you were a Christian. Like, I never was like, oh, Jamie's so cringy because she loves God. Like I never thought that. I was just like, oh, Jamie just loves God. Like
you put your faith into God. And I think that's just like the most fulfilling thing to have.
And that's where it's like, it's kind of taking me some time to realize, because it's like, even if I put my faith into this person, like bad things will still happen to me.
Right.
That's just life. Like God can't protect me from the bad things that happen. Like that is just the way of life. And so I think learning that has helped me, because before I was like, oh, I have God in my life. Like I'm not going to get hurt. And then I was hurt like very badly. And so I turned on God and I was like, this is not fair. So it's just a difference. Like I've kind of grown up and understood that like, you know, bad things can still happen. Even if I have faith in him, like my life isn't gonna go exactly as I planned. So it's just crazy because like if me and Jamie, again, it's just funny because like community over competition, like if me and Jamie would have been competitive to each other and like been mean to each other, like we would not have clearly the relationship that we do. But also like I have not like gotten more morals from you, but I like just with like in the sense of God, like I would have not like even had the relationship with God that I do, but even like your husband too, like seeing your guys' marriage has like helped me, because it's like obviously it's not always been perfect. No marriage is perfect.
No.
Your guys' marriage is very healthy though, and you're really good with each other and really good at communicating with each other, and that has helped me to be like, oh, okay, this is normal. Right. And this is like healthy, and this is like how things should be in a marriage.
And I think every marriage has its flaws.
Oh,
like,
for sure.
Behind closed doors, like we have our flaws, but I think there's like key points.
Oh, for sure. But even us as like individuals, like I will tell you my business has its flaws. Like I'm not a perfect person. I'm not a perfect business owner.
Same.
I'm a 23-year-old mom. Like at the end of the day, I am just figuring it out like everyone else. Like I don't know what I'm doing either. We all are just living it. You know that saying? And it's like, because, okay, sometimes I'm a hater to my mom. I do love her, but I just get annoyed, you know, as one does with their parents. But like, there's a saying that's like, it's your parents' first time too. Like it's your parents' first time living too.
I didn't realize that until I was a mom.
No, literally. So
you think like they know everything, and really they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. Like
no. And even as like grandparents, they don't know what the hell they're doing.
No, it's a new chapter. And I think that's like, it goes into that, like, that taboo, like topic of in-laws and like toxic in-laws, but like everybody's learning. Everybody doesn't know their new roles.
No. And it's confusing, but that's like, we were talking about it on FaceTime and I was just like, cause we were like, oh, how much should we say about, cause we're pretty open. Yeah. And I'm pretty open about obviously like my brother and my grandma, my experience with things. And we were like, how much should we say? What should we not say?
To me, I'm like, being as open as possible.
Well, I also told Jamie I don't like to go to church because Christians are very judgmental. Not everyone, but like some Christians are judgmental. Like some Christians, we were talking about this today, think that they're like, I don't know, just better than you. Or they think they're more religious than you, or they have a better relationship with God.
Or they know more than you.
Yeah, and that's so weird. Well, and Jamie is obviously like more religious than me. Like we have different morals. I'm not a perfect person. Like I've drank, I've taken in substance. Oh, my tummy's growling.
I hear it.
I've like drank, I've, partook in substance. Like I have done things, and I'm not saying I'm a perfect person, but like that doesn't mean that I can't have a relationship with God.
Yeah.
Well, but like I was saying, like Jamie is more religious than me, but she's never been like, oh, I am higher than you, or I have like more power than you.
I'm glad you don't feel that way, because I never want anyone to feel that way.
But like that's the thing though. It's like, but there are people that do that to you, and it's like, what the heck is going on?
It's very confusing. And some Christians do it to other Christians.
Yes.
I've had that also happen to me, where you sit there and you're like, are we
battling?
Are we battling? Are we like saying off verses like to battle each other? Who knows God better?
So weird.
It's very weird, and it feels very ingenuine, and I don't think God would want that, because that seems so horrible.
Yeah, no. But it was really good for us to like thankfully create, and like in a way I'm like, okay, I think God gave me Jamie because he knew that I needed someone to like help me, because I didn't know how to do it myself. And so it's like we've talked about it a lot. I'm like, if we would not have like been nice to each other, like we would not have, like I don't think we'd be as far even in our business.
I don't think so either,
because we have helped each other
a lot.
So much.
But I think it's true, because I don't think I would be that far in my business if it wasn't for you.
I agree, because like Jamie has been doing this less time than me, and I've been like, Jamie, we got to fix it. We got to switch it up, like pricing or like whatnot. Like I'm like, we're
Jamie,
not doing
you need
that.
to up your pricing. And I'm like, oh, okay.
But it's like, because it's scary when you're doubting yourself, but you have someone that's in your ear and you're like, no, you are good at this. Like, why are you scared?
But it's also someone that's in the same industry, and they understand. Like, it's not like everybody saying like, oh, it looks really pretty. That photo looks really pretty. And you're like, no, but like, do you understand like what this looks like?
Well, and the difference. Some people can't tell.
No.
Like you can go like 2 photos and I'm like, that's clearly different. And someone's like, it's exactly the same alley. And I'm like, no, it's actually not.
It's not.
But no, it's like we have helped each other so much in our business, and just even in life, and like being a parent, like, because it's hard to be a mom.
It is
hard to be a parent,
and multitasking and everything, like mom guilt.
Yeah, no, it's a lot. And so I think though that us creating the friendship we have like has helped just better off our relationships with God in general, like both of us. Like, because like I've never felt competitive with you.
I've never felt competitive with you.
Like we met and it was just funny. Well, it was awkward the first 45 minutes.
Like, worst 45 minutes of my life.
It was so weird.
I'm joking.
But no, we met and it was like awkward at first, and then we got to branch off and actually like talk to each other. And then, but I never felt like, oh, Jamie's gonna take my clients, or oh, Jamie's gonna be malicious to me or whatnot. Like I just never felt that. And maybe it's because you had such a strong relationship with God at first that you didn't give me this like malicious like feeling.
I like the last thing I ever want people to feel is like a malicious attitude.
Yeah.
Which I think I give RBF really bad, obviously.
Yeah, bad as fuck.
But like to me, I'm like, I try not to, I like, malicious is such a horrible thing to do.
Yeah, no, for sure. But we've both had like, I don't know, we've both had like our fair share with like
mean girls
and just other photographers, like, and people aren't always nice. And so it is so important when you have someone that is good with you in the industry.
Yes.
Like it is a rarity. It really is. Like that is not
like a buddy system.
No, seriously. And it is funny because like I think that a lot of people, like everyone who knows me, like knows about you.
Oh really?
I feel like that's true though.
I feel like the same way. I feel like
especially for photography.
Yes. Because I have a lot of people comment on me, like, whenever I meet them, like, oh, you're friends with Ali. I'm like, yes, I am. I am friends with Ali.
So it's like, I feel
Ali Wright. That's right. That's her. Ali Wright Photography. Yep. Do you follow her?
No,
you
literally.
better. Because if you don't, I'm going to.
No, I feel like that's true.
Done.
It's like a lot of people that know me know you because of photos. And like a lot of people that know you, well, no one knows Jamie. She's like, people know who Jamie is because of photos, but like as a person, like I did not know. Me and Jamie are the same age. What day's your birthday?
February 28th.
Yeah, mine's May 7th. Like
2002.
We are literally just a few months apart.
But also, I was not going to school.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So
that's a thing too.
I think that's sounds like I was a school dropout, like a college or a high school. I wasn't going to school because I was going to college at the time.
Jamie's has a big brain.
Big bling. No, it sounds so cheesy. It's like I was bored in high school, but I was really bored. I think I was homeschooled for a very long time, and then I went to a Christian school, and I didn't really like it. It was just like too small, and I think there was like too many, like, I don't know. It was too small. It was cliques and everything. I was like, I hate this. I'm gonna go be homeschooled again. And then I was homeschooled, and then I went to RHS for probably 2 months, and then I was like, this is horrible. I'm going to go to college and get my high school diploma and my associate's degree at the same time, and I succeeded that. But yeah, but
so that's like no one knows who Jamie is because she was just literally off doing her own thing.
Yeah, 16. I was in college at UCC, and I was just making friends with old people.
And it's like it's so funny because we are literally the exact same age. Like, we are just a few months apart, and I never knew that Jamie existed. Like, I never even but also Jamie doesn't have personal social media.
No, I don't.
So that's a thing too.
I mean, I used to, and I didn't even post that much. I only posted like very aesthetic photos where I was like, oh, this is cute. Like, but I never even posted really anything.
But yeah, so it's like people do know your business, but they just don't know you, like,
I know. I was thinking
personally.
I was actually the other day thinking of just making a personal Instagram and like.
Really?
Yeah, because I was just like, I've had so many people who are like, I did not know you were a mom. I'm like, yeah, I'm a mom. Like,
one of our really good friends, Carly, we were all in a 3-way FaceTime call.
Yeah.
And she was like, you're a mom?
Oh, no, she first found out I was married. She's like, oh, you're married?
Yes.
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, and then like 5 minutes later, I'm like talking about my son. And she's like, you're a mom? And I'm like,
I think she thought you were like talking about a dog.
I think she was thinking I was talking about like Bo. Like, yeah, it can be a dog's name. Like,
yeah.
Oh, good job, Bo. Like, good boy.
Funny. And so, but it is like, Jamie's a little bit more reserved than I am. Like, I've always been, but I'm very
I think I'm just more
loud.
I think
you're private.
I think I'm private, but I'm not reserved in a way of like, I'm reserved, like talking
personality.
To you. Yeah. I feel like I have a very loud and outgoing personality, but
yeah, you're just private in your life.
And I don't mean to. I don't know why.
I think it's because you just haven't had a social media in so long that you just
I don't care.
You don't care. Jamie's not really on her phone unless we're on the phone. Like,
yeah, let's talk about how busy our lives are. Literally,
no. Time management is so hard when you're a parent and you have a kid and you have a business.
Yeah,
like,
it's hard.
And I have another job, so like I work at another job. I work like 26 hours a week. I'm very grateful that I work that little. Because I don't have full-time daycare. Like, my mom is an angel and babysits Isabella for me. And so thank God she does that. But I can't work full-time. She can't do 40 hours a week. That's just way too much. And also, I want to spend time with my daughter. Like, I would rather sacrifice money and live paycheck to paycheck if it means spending time with my daughter.
Yeah.
Like, I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah. I would be the same way.
And
if
it's
I was
like,
in your shoes.
I obviously do photos and I do them on the weekends. And so but you have to manage because it's like, okay, I work 5 days a week. Mm-hmm. Yes, it's not that much, but I work 5 days a week and then I come home and I'm like, cooking, cleaning, spending time with May. Mm-hmm. And then on the weekends, I'm editing, doing photos. So it's like, I really don't have very much time for myself. And that's something that I'm trying to learn to prioritize because it's fucking hard.
I was going to say, can you teach me? Because I don't know how to do it.
No. We were talking about this because I say 4 to 6 weeks for galleries because I like to give myself time to work on my photos. Like, I don't want to bullshit and give you bad photos. Like, I'm taking my time. But lately I've been like pretty good consistently sending photos out within like 2 weeks, like 2.5 weeks. Yes. And then this week I was like, holy crap, I have literally not taken a minute for myself. I need a breather. I need a break. I need to like calm down. And so this way I haven't edited until today. This is my first, I didn't edit for 5 days and it was so nice and calm because like, I don't get that. Like, I'm usually every single day Isabella's napping and I'm editing.
Same. Like, it's when they're napping, that's your break and you're like, okay, I can edit.
And it's like, it's either you edit and focus on your business or your house is disgusting and a mess. There's no in between. Yeah.
Nope, no. There's no in between.
There's literally no in between. And it's so hard because like, how are you supposed to live your life like that?
Right.
And so I'm like, this is like our one times we like really actually get to hang out when we do this is because it's so hard to have like the time management.
I know we gotta take our kids to the zoo. Actually, I just realized I was gonna text you the other day. That's so random, but I was like,
oh yeah, the safari.
Yeah,
I have a pass too, so
I know, that's why I was like, we should do that this week.
No, we should.
You get off work early now.
Yeah, like 1:30.
Okay, I'm done.
No, let's actually do that. But just making plans over here. But no, it's hard to like have that time management when you have like, especially because we started our business after we had a kid. Like I started photography when Isabella was like 9 months old.
Yeah, and I started 9 months old, but was 9 months old.
Yeah. So it's like you don't know how to have the time management when you like didn't do it prior.
Yes.
And so, but I mean, like me and Mia have talked about this. Like she has a hard time because it's like she didn't have a kid and now she does. And so it's like, how the heck? You know, obviously she started her business prior to her having a baby. And so I'm like, God, that has to be really hard. Like, because it's like you have all the time in the day to edit. And then you have a baby and then you're like, what the hell? This kid's not sleeping.
Imagine, let's just take a second. I just want to have for fun. Having not a kid and having all day to edit, like what would a day in the life be like for us? I feel like I would go to coffee shops.
I used to on weekends.
I mean, like just to go edit.
No, yeah. To edit, I used to like on weekends because that's like the only time.
But like with no kid, like imagine if we didn't have a kid, like every single day, I would like just go to coffee shops. I probably would drive to Eugene and go to a coffee shop.
Also, I'm like low key. I'm not gonna lie. How do people do this full time without a husband?
I don't know.
To be honest, if you guys know, let us let us know.
Let us know.
But like, no, I was thinking about this the other day, and I was like, how do people do this full time? Because what if you don't get booked?
Yeah, I mean, there's dry seasons.
Yeah, so I'm like, what if you don't get booked? Like, are you guys saving money? What are you guys doing? Because, I mean, I have a savings. I could like live off my savings and be fine for a few months. Yeah. But like, what do you guys? But also, I have another job because I have a kid. So I like to work.
Yeah,
and I've always liked to work. So I do have my other job, and I think I would have like another job outside of photography, obviously without a kid. Like I would still do photography and work. I would work full time probably too.
Yeah,
but like. I was learning this the other day. I was like, how do people do this full time and like not have the scarcity that they're not going to get booked? But I guess they're like doing it longer than us, or like they just, have more clientele.
I was going to say that's probably it. And they have like customers that are more loyal to them. They know like, oh, they're going to book me in fall, winter.
But like, like that girl, Cassidy Lynn, she's a huge photographer. I mean, she's a very well-known photographer. Obviously, I know how she does it full time because she's famous. Like she's like literally everyone knows her. She's got a podcast too, and she does weddings in all different places. But I'm just like, how did you get to that point? Where did you hit that point? Like when in her career did she like how like what did she go viral on something? Like what was it that
TikTok definitely, because I was looking at TikToks of her and they were like 2020 and she was like she's been posting.
Wow, for like, that long?
Yeah, like she was like a lot of the same content she does now, she still does. And it's like, oh, this is what I put in my camera bag. And it was like back in 2020. And I'm like, the only reason she just looks a little older.
Yeah. I don't have anything in my camera bag. Like, I don't, it's just, like.
What do you mean?
Like, nothing like, it's like just a camera lens.
Oh,
I don't bring my full camera. Like, do you bring your full camera bag every time you go to a session?
Oh my God, yeah. Because I've had so many horror stories.
Yeah, Davey's literally had horror.
I have PTSD, trauma. Let's talk about all the syndromes.
No, actually, Jamie has so much PTSD. But I don't bring like...
I bring my second body. I bring my second lens.
See, I used to, and I just recently stopped bringing my second body to our sessions. Unless I'm far away.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Like, a lot of sessions I've been doing are kind of just like 5-6 minutes from my house, which, okay, maybe that's unprofessional. Unprofessional, me, guys. I'm really sorry. I should probably start bringing my second body again.
I think you should, because you don't want to live what I was going through.
But it's like, I'm right next to my house. I'm like, oh, if something really did happen. But again, I have such a special relationship with my clients that they would understand.
That's awesome.
I would also give them a discount if something ever happened. But it's like, I have such a special relationship with my clients where they would be like, oh, okay, whatever.
Okay, sure.
But like, I just bring like, it's literally has, my 35 does not leave my bag. That lens lives in my bag and does not come out. And I don't use it. Yeah, I never use it anymore. I use it very rarely. Because my 28 is the 28 to 70 is pretty heavy.
Because I have the 24 to 70. That's my go-to.
Mine is so heavy.
I love that.
Yeah, I've been using my 28 to 70. It was so expensive. I have to use it every time. Or I can't justify how much I spent on it.
Exactly.
And so, but no, my 35 never leaves my camera bag. And then I just have, batteries and my camera, like my body.
Okay.
It's nothing like, I don't bring a lipstick. I don't bring a lip gloss. I don't bring anything.
No, I mean, I like compact. Like if you were to open my bag right now, I have my two camera bodies. I have my 24 to 70. And then I have my 50 millimeter. Is it 24 to 70? I don't even know.
No,
numbers.
yours is 28.
Is it 28?
Oh, no, yours is 24 to 70.
Okay, that's what I thought. Don't gaslight me now.
I know. I was like, wait a minute.
And then I have the point and shoot film camera. I have two Polaroid cameras because I had a horror story with my other Polaroid camera because it doesn't work. And so like now I'm like just bringing doubles of every single thing.
No, literally.
And then like a lot of SD cards because
Jamie has fucking horror stories.
and I don't know why. I've done everything right and it's like
No,
the
literally.
SD card decides to just like stop.
No, yeah.
I do have backups, by the way. This isn't like me completely corrupting somebody's session, but
No, that was but I've literally only had that one time. No, I've had two. One time, let's get into this. So one time I was going to shoot a wedding at the coast. I told my bride about this too. I was going to shoot a wedding at the coast and I I literally double checked my bag and obviously I brought both my bodies this time. But I'm like going to the coast. I have everything. I've checked multiple times and like as I'm driving, I'm like open my bag. Like I'm like, looking over, making sure my camera's in there.
Same thing.
Because I'm scared. I get halfway there and I look down and I'm like, you're fucking kidding me? My main lens is not here. My 28-70.
I believe you didn't see that.
Yeah, I don't know how I didn't see it either. The thing's heavy. But I look down and I'm like, oh my God, you're kidding. So I cry. Like I take a good 5-minute break and I cry and I'm like, I'm so disappointed in myself. I had my 35mm, which I have shot a full wedding on a 35mm. That's a fantastic lens. I could shoot a full wedding on it any time of the day.
It's a good one.
It is, but you just have to be up close. And so like, yeah, you're in the way. Well, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. But I shot that wedding on my 35mm. You do a lot of cropping. I realized. So I look down and I like cry good 5 minutes. And then, I start driving again. Rock hits my windshield, cracks my windshield all the way down.
Oh my God.
All
I
the way.
remember this.
And then, so I obviously cried some more and I'm like, wow, what a damn day I am having. Yeah, that was my like worst one. And then there was, I don't think I told you about this.
I was supposed to go to that wedding with you. I remember too.
You were.
I'm so sorry.
You were. And then I had one other horror story where I have never forgotten a session besides one time. And I forgot about someone's session. Did I never tell you about this?
Wait, was it the one they were like, are we shooting it today? Or tell me the story. Tell me the story.
I feel like I told you about it because I freaked out. Okay, so it's summertime. This session got rescheduled. I can't remember why it got rescheduled.
I remember this when this happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't remember why it got rescheduled, but it got rescheduled for some odd reason. We just this has happened. Honestly, people reschedule all the time because it's like,
it's a normal
life
thing.
Happens, stuff happens.
Weather.
Yeah. So we reschedule and, for some reason, I didn't move it in my calendar. I left it on the same day. Like I left it on the day that it was supposed to be on. And so I'm just, in Myrtle Creek, which is 30 minutes from Roseburg, 30 minutes from my house. I'm just in Myrtle Creek and we're going swimming and we're not finding a swimming hole that we're just not finding one. Everyone's being picky and there's too many people and whatnot. So we literally drive around for so freaking long. And I'm like, this is so annoying at this point. And I'm like, what the heck? And then we didn't have service. And so finally we came back into service because I was like, this is annoying. Let's just go home. Like, I don't even want to swim anymore. I'm so annoyed. So we're driving home and I look down and I have a message and she's like, hey, can't wait to see you at 6. It is 5:05 and I'm 30 minutes from home. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, I was so disappointed in myself. I'm like, oh my God. I drop everyone off immediately. I drive home as fast as I can. My camera's always charged. I have a, SD card in there. And I literally grabbed my bag and went as fast as I could. And thank God the location was 5 minutes from my house.
Yeah.
But I was literally shitting my pants. And I literally was so disappointed in myself. I still made it. They never knew. They never knew. And honestly, that is probably my biggest, because if people say they've never had this happen, you will have it happen at some point in your life. It is bound to happen.
It's bound to
happen.
You're
never going to have sessions be perfect. And that doesn't make you a bad photographer. That doesn't make you a bad anything. No. That was my biggest flop that I've ever had. And it didn't flop. I still did. Their photos were so beautiful. It was such a good session. But yeah, I was so disappointed in myself because I could not believe that I didn't move it in my calendar.
See, ever since that you told me that story, because I remember the day, I always whenever I reschedule with somebody, I'm always double checking. But it's hard because sometimes you forget. You're like, okay, yep, that sounds good, and then you're distracted.
Well, and it's you have a kid. I'm with Isabella, so if someone reschedules and Isabella's in the middle of a damn tantrum, I don't always remember to move it in my calendar, and so that was my. Dude, I was so embarrassed. And they didn't even know, but and I made it, and I was early. I literally got there by 5:45.
Hey.
I went home and I literally grabbed my stuff and ran out of my house.
Oh my God.
I didn't even change. Like I was wearing what I was wearing, which
Yeah.
was just like, I mean, I would have wore that to the session anyway, just like biker shorts and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
But, like I didn't even change. I literally ran.
You're like,
I was so scared.
I'm late for a very important date.
No, literally. But everyone I got there early and it was perfectly fine. But no, it was probably the most like if they would have known like, oh my God, Allie forgot about our session. Like I would have been so embarrassed because it's like, it didn't mean I didn't care. I just literally like
Type B brain.
Type B brain. Like I just didn't. Oh, also though, at the time, so I was using Honeybook. And so Honeybook would automatically put stuff in your calendar and give you.
Didn't they go through a glitch too? And this was happening at the same time?
No, I switched to Pixie Set. So I was using Honeybook for my first year of business.
Okay.
I used Honeybook and it automatically like put dates in my calendar. Like it would just automatically group them whenever I put a session on there. And so I never had to add sessions to my calendar. Well, Pixie Set doesn't do that. You can put a section like, you know, a session down in Pixie Set. It doesn't go to your calendar. You have to put it in yourself. And so at the time,
oh my God,
even when people rescheduled, if you change the date, it changes it on my calendar for Honeybook. It doesn't do that for Pixie Set. And so at the time I wasn't used to changing sessions.
Yeah.
Now I'm used to it.
She's very adamant about it.
Well, I haven't been using Honeybook for like almost a year now too. Because I started, because it's been like, I don't know, like probably a good like 6 months.
Okay. Yeah, that's
because
good.
like I had just stopped using it like 2 months prior, but I was so booked out that I wasn't booking new sessions. So it's like
it all just like collapsed.
was so bad. But yeah, so now I'm very adamant and like I have everything written down on my calendar perfectly because
we're not going to miss a session.
Yeah, but that was like my worst horror story. Yours are worse than mine.
I have some pretty bad ones.
Jamie's are just like traumatizing.
No, like maybe it's just me, like, because I was in the situation, but like the one was like the shutter. That was story I told in my last podcast how it went out. The other one was a card corrupted, but it was for Allie's wedding. And
oh my God, I forgot about that.
Yeah, my card corrupted, but I had two. So we had two cards. So I had my SD card in, and then I put Allie's SD card in. So I was second shooting for her. And my SD card corrupted, and hers was fine. And I gave her her card back. And I was like,
home to upload photos, and they're not
there. And I'm like, oh my God, Allie. And I burned that SD
but
card.
I didn't upload mine yet from that wedding. Like,
That's
I had
right.
only, well, no, yours, I mean. Like,
Yeah.
I had uploaded my SD card, but I didn't upload second
right.
shooter SD card, which was Jamie's.
Yeah.
And so we were like literally on the edge of the seat. I literally immediately was like, oh shit, I need to do this now.
Yeah.
Because we didn't know if my card was going to have anything. And it had everything.
We were safe. And that's why it's good to have dual slots, because these things do happen.
No, and I had this happen with Mia.
Yeah, it was the week later.
A week later. So
I'm spreading my bad curses to everybody
literally.
else.
So Jamie has it happen, and then a week later, I second shoot my very first time second shooting ever, and I've done many weddings by myself. It's my very first time second shooting, and my card my camera just didn't. I don't know. It didn't work. Like something didn't work. So I only had my SD card, had the photos, and not Mia's.
That's so weird.
Obviously, I drove to Mia's house, gave her my SD card, and then she just took the photos off of it, gave it to me back.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was like, I was like, oh wow.
Like, this is actually a thing.
But that's the thing.
It made me feel so much better that it happened to Mia, because I was sitting there, I'm like, crap. And then I heard that, I'm like, I'm fine. I'm literally fine.
Well, but also it's like, this is why we talked about this in the last episode, like knowing what kind of equipment your photographer uses is so important, because if someone has a single slot, you have one SD card and that thing corrupts. But your photos are gone.
You're gone forever.
Those are gone. You're not getting
and
those.
If both SD cards corrupt, it wasn't meant to be. I say so much.
Bye, you guys. Thanks for listening to us.
Love you.
Yeah. Scene. Cut it. Wait, that last part would be better. Scene. Cut it. Like,
I like that.